The Potato Eaters is different from Vincent's other famous paintings. Let's take a closer look together. Nuenen, a village in the south of the Netherlands, was the ideal setting for a peasant painter. And that's exactly what Vincent wanted to be. He lived in Nuenen with his parents. The village was home to many farmers, rural labourers and weavers, who Vincent sketched and painted whenever he could. In March 1885, Vincent started work on the Potato Eaters. This is the only group portrait he would ever make. With a large work featuring multiple figures, Vincent hoped to prove himself to the outside world. After working a couple years as an artist, he felt the time had come. The subject, a peasant family eating their daily meal, was popular at the time. He deliberately chose a difficult composition to prove he was on his way to becoming a good figure painter. He had little experience in full-length portraits, so he decided to paint the figures sitting down. It was quite a job, but he was determined to put himself to the test. Vincent worked hard on what he called that thing with the peasants around a dish of potatoes in the evening. Vincent spent months practicing painting heads, and the Potato Eaters was preceded by dozens of preparatory studies. When you see these studies, you can really see Vincent developing as a painter. In the final version, we see 5 figures around a table. 2 people on the left are eating from a big plate of steaming hot potatoes, while 2 people on the right are serving and drinking coffee. A 5th person is a girl. She's standing at the table, as was common at the time for children. Vincent has positioned her like this to immediately draw the viewer into the scene. In the interior, we can see a window and a door in the background. The table is covered with linen, and the clock on the left indicates it's just turned 7 o'clock, dinner time. The oil lamp hanging above the table immediately grabs your attention. It's the only light source in the painting. Vincent was able to show his skill painting the effects of light and dark. The colors in this painting are indeed quite dark, but it must have also been pretty dark in the cottage. The sun had already set and the cottage only had one light source. Van Gogh described the colors as earth colors. Something like the color of a really dusty potato, unpeeled of course, he said. Vincent saw the Potato Eaters as a real showpiece. The painting had to depict the harsh reality of country life, so he gave the peasants coarse faces and bony working hands. In a letter to Theo, he wrote that he wanted to show the people who have tiled the earth themselves with these hands they are putting in the dish, that they have thus honestly earned their food. The message of the painting was more important to Vincent than the correct anatomy or technical perfection. Vincent was very pleased with the result. Yet, his painting was heavily criticized at the time because its colors were so dark and the figures full of mistakes. Nowadays, the Potato Eaters is one of Vincent's most famous and beloved works.